Kenneth Berber Company of Crystal Age Technology Screens. Now, we're going to be showing you in the next couple of days our technology on display and showing you why you do not want to trust your home theater setup with an untested gray screen paint product. For now, that's how we're labeling those products as, because due to the fact that they are untested. Under the products under 2.0 and 2.0's test demonstrations, which still have not been met yet. They have not been done. They've been avoided. Even at some point, like I said, just constant fighting to stay away from the 2.0's test demonstrations. We're going to show you throughout the next couple of days our screens we have on display from floor to ceiling outside, 235.1s, massive screens, and so forth, showing you the difference between a good product and a product, again, that's untested, and you should not be paying all this money for something at the end of the day that is not tested. Let's talk about ultra short dose setups. So what I see mostly in demonstrations are high-end, overpriced, expensive projectors, cheap, untested products. Well, I can't say cheap, they are expensive. For a gray screen paint product, they are expensive. We also today are going to be doing the micro blend. Now, I told you about the micro blend product. We have it downstairs. We got it painted on one side, one paint on another side. We'll be doing the 2.0. We'll be showing demonstrations in the 2.0 that cheap or untested mixes can't do at the end of the day. And that is match the micro mix. You don't want to match that something that's a $17 product. Don't want to match that. All right, so let's show you what you can do with a gray screen paint, an untested gray screen paint mix compared to our black technology. This is a 150-inch screen. My projector is sitting on the floor. It's a $60 NEC projector. This saves the customer a lot of money. Customer doesn't have to go out and spend $3,300, $3,000, $2,000 for a projector that has the same amount of contrast, even though they can't even use it. And in the environment they're in, they got to stick to a little small screen at 100 inches. They have to stay at 100 inches because if they go anything larger, then there's going to be more light making contact with the screen. We can do 150 inches. We have a customer who has this on display on our website showing the build of the screen and the after effect. And you can see by the floor how much light he has in the environment. He's going to be sending me some more pictures and some video demonstrations on that screen. He's very happy with it. All right, so let's show you what they cannot do, that we can do. We can pull a 100% contrast level and a fully lit environment. One of the things you have to watch out when you're dealing with products that are claiming to be something that they're not is the dark environments. They have a habit of staying in these really dark environments, faking the environments to make them look they're well lit when they're really not, and they have to depend on high-end projectors in order to get some kind of image out of the screen. This is something they cannot do. Now, anything that we do in the next couple of weeks, when we say they cannot do it, it's automatically considered to be a challenge. As you can see, I can pull off at a 190-degree viewing angle on my $60 NEC projector. From the size of my screen, you can see the light has direct contact at all time with the screen as it's absorbing light. And I can produce at 150 inches. And this is with a projector of a 2000 to 1. So this shows you at the end of the day that the screen's doing all the work and the projector doesn't have to do much work at all. Where other screens have to be in dark environments, have to use high-end projectors because the screen's not doing the work. We can also project this off our ceiling, but we're going to do that for another demonstration later on. Let's go over into the next room. The next room, kitchen. I like to get it from every angle. Now this setup costs my customers, the projector NEC, they get it for under $200, $349. Oh, I forgot to add, the screen's acoustic. We have speakers behind the back of the screen, so sound can transfer through at will. Let's go with something really difficult. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
I love doing this one right here. So that means our screens pull a 100% contrast level. Screens and paints pull 100% contrast level, regardless of your projector. And even the 2.0 can pull a star field in a max out zone, something that no other untested gray screen paint cannot do. We'll be doing some demonstrations on our new challenge for us downstairs, the micro blend. If you haven't heard me talk about the micro blend, it's called Slip Silver. We picked it up at Amazon for around $17.03. And that's what we're doing downstairs on some fun demonstrations, showing people at the end of the day that if they can't pass the micro blend test, the micro blend challenge, then at the end of the day, you either purchase from us or you buy the micro blend. And this is much cheaper than the Network Gray 773s. Network Gray 773, it's like $23 a gallon, and between that, what we pay over here for a quart, this is $17.03. Oh, let's go with LG Jazz demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
We got a habit of seeing this one always in the dark. Now, also, too, it saves our customers a lot of money because they get caught up in those projectors, the WeMax, Bowmakers, a bunch of them that make these projectors that say, hey, look, if you buy this machine, you're going to get a 150-inch screen because our projector can do this. Any projector can give you a 150-inch screen. Honestly, we're doing it on a projector that's designed not even for home theater. These projectors right here are designed for offices, schools. They're only designed to do 80 inches. That's it. I think it's 100 inches or 80 inches, from around that range. They're not designed to do a 150-inch screen. The reason why they can do a 150-inch screen on our black technology, number one, we have ambient light projection technology, which allows the screen to be able to maintain its image without washing out or fading. On top of that, being a black screen, it has the ability to be able to maintain its contrast levels, the detail and depth of the screen, which is not going to wash out and deteriorate. If you were to try this on a 150-inch untested gray mix, the problem you're going to have is your screen will wash out right from the door. And there's no way you can use it in this much light because the screen wouldn't be the maintained. If you notice, you see the LED lights around the walls? You would notice that they're not basically giving off any kind of a luminous effect to the ceiling and walls because we have so much light, they're being canceled out. Even on the floor. Nothing's reflected off the wall. You know why? Because that's how much light we have in the environment. It's being canceled out. So when we watch demonstrations and we see all this light illuminating from the wall, from the screen and the floor, it shows us at the end of the day that the environment where the screen is sitting at is too dark. So, as I said before, how can you save money if they can't save money? My entire setup with soundbar, projector, and screen cost me roughly $521. Let's go with this one. Now, if the weather's good today, mosquito count is down, which is good. We will be outside on the massive 250-inch Extreme Black Widow. Now, we're going to talk about outside demonstrations too. How many demonstrations do you see on untested mixes outside? We're going to do a whole topic on that. Keep in mind that the 2.0 has more outside demonstrations than most grade mixers on the market. And if you don't believe us, well, check out our test demonstrations posted directly to our website. How many people can say that? We're going to have to buy a new Fire Stick for the screen in there because remote control is gone, which means if I can't find it in the usual spots, good chance I threw it in the trash. Well, I'm used to that. I have to go buy me another one. There we go. Now, one of the things I see in a lot of untested mixes, we don't see any certified demonstration tests, no long distance tests, and low lumens with certified. Mine these all have to be certified tests. With the darker products, we never see enough white level tests at all, period. There's a lot of stuff missing that you're supposed to see in those demonstrations. That's why we're going to be showing you our demonstrations, each one of our screens every day, and you can compare on what you are not seeing compared to what you are seeing when it comes to our technology. Now, when it comes to ultra short to the ultra short throw, we're the ones that save you the money. 100-inch screen, $3,300 projector, dark environment, calibrated projector. 150-inch screen, $60 projector. You can get these for under $200, fully lit environment, no calibrated required. Now, I love when they talk about the quality. Keep in mind, the quality is not coming from the screen, it is coming from the high-end projector. That's why they choose those particular items and their environment, much like certifieds do the same thing too. High-end expensive projector. This is called ambient light rejection technology. So that means I can have my lights on or off, and it's not going to really affect the screen because the screen is designed to absorb in light. Now you can see the light illuminating around my area. See that? This is what we try to teach you when we watch these demonstrations. This is what you need to look for. Anytime you're looking at a screen in a demonstration, you need to look at the environment. If we see those LED lights reflecting off the walls and ceilings, that tells us the environment is too dark because those lights can generate and reflect light off the walls. When I turn the lights on, all that cancels out. That's why in every demonstration we watched, in those particular videos, you can see the light pushing out from the screen. See? Canceled out. So if they're in an environment that dark, that means you're going to have to be in an environment that dark also. Mind you, that's in the dark with a $3,300 machine. That's pretty bad.
As a professional athlete, you want to do stuff that's awe-inspiring, death-defying.
So we're going to talk about LED light display lies. And like I said, we see this a lot in demonstrations, not with that particular one, a lot of demonstrations where we see people will put these white LED lights behind the back of the screen to make the environment seem like it's more well lit than it is. The environment is very dark. And I just try to, when I teach people, I said, look, what you want to look for, if you see those lights pushing out against the walls and you're on the floor, that means that area where that screen is sitting is too dark. They're sitting in what you call an ambient light controlled environment, which you're going to have to be in. Now, if you look at my floor, you know how bright these lights are? These are outside lights. These are outside LED lights. They're extremely bright. So if I turn the lights out, all this is going to turn blue right in that strip right there. There you go. So we got to be careful about the smoke and mirrors. Got to make sure that your product's going to work when you get it home, because to get it home, you turn on your lights, you try to do it at 150 inches, and your screen washes out. This is why we notice that when we see people trying to display 150 inches, the environment is always dark, never really fully lit. Let me see what we got here. Oh, 4K jewelry.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, let's see when it's going to be. It'll be in 3 more days. We will have our new Black Gamer. Oh, just in time, because I got Warhammer already pre-ordered. Oh, it's just time. I'm cutting this one pretty close. I decided to design myself the ultimate Black Gamer paint for Warhammer. And what we just picked up, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Got a couple of heavy gamers that I game with, and they want it, so we're going to be shipping it out to them. Pretty much without this technology, the console and projector is completely useless without it. Just like if I were to display this on a giant gray screen, it's completely useless in this environment on the size of this screen on that projector. Can't pick up. Let's see what we got here for time. Oh, today also too, we're gonna be painting in all white snow screensavers. Better that. I want that.
Getting that from YouTube.
Fantasy snow screensaver.
I found a few skills that might help.
Cancel.
All right.
Fantasy snow screensaver.
I have a few skills that
She does this from time to time. It's a command issue. There we go. So the white levels on this technology are so high that you can see them pushing off the side of the screen. See that right there? That's how high the white levels push off on a black screen. We do this outside at 250 inches, and you can see the white levels pushing off the grass. I don't have LED lights on the side of my screen. My screen hangs up by itself. We don't have any frame. It's a frameless setup. So that light you're seeing pushing off the screen is coming from how high the white levels are on the technology. There's no LED lights on my screen. My screen's frameless. So that's how much light these screens give off on how high the white levels are. If you look at it, somebody thought literally that was LED lights under the screen. Like, no, there's no LED lights there. Look at a cat walking by a taco. My personal favorite.
Hey, I wanted to get a big banner printed and I saw the sign.
Did you?
We like to do this one. One of the biggest problems you have with ultra short throws is the fact that some screens get that narrow viewing cone effect where it's going to go dark around the edges. We don't have that issue over here. That over there for a minute. Now I want to do something a little extra. I like to do something extra in my demonstrations. We're going to display 180 inches off our ceiling. This is something you will never see in any of their demonstrations because they can't do this. And the reason why is because their products are not ambient light rejection technology. Our screen sits, or we have a light fixture that sits right in the center of my 180 inch screen, and I can display whatever I want off my ceiling without worrying about washing out or fading. Also, something we had to do also today too. We had a customer came in yesterday for 3D projecting mapping. We do that a lot over here. 3D projecting mapping, I've explained multiple times, will not work on the 2.0 and does not work on other gray mixes or whatever products they call themselves making at the end of the day, because you have to have extremely high black levels to pull up 3D mapping, which we know about because we have the equipment. We'll be doing some demonstrations today for individuals that are interested in that, because we've been getting a lot of inquiries about 3D mapping technology and our black technology, to show you why you do not go with the gray screen or white screen when it comes to this application. We'll be doing like a half screen, bringing down the equipment and doing the display to show you. This is the reason why the 2.0 has such heavy tests, because I said before, a gray screen kind of sits in limbo. It can't pull a contrast level next to a black screen, and it can't pull a white level next to a white screen. It sits in that in-between pocket area. So when we did the 2.0, we had to do the 2.0 where it had to have the better abilities than an everyday gray screen. Now, for those individuals who claim that their products are better than the 2.0, this is why we brought out, now mind you, keep in mind, they still can't do the test. You see what we went through trying to get a product down here for testing. It was an absolute nightmare, but we got it all resolved. Everything got taken care of, and it's still being taken care of. But until then, since we can't get that item until we have someone special pick this up for us, because what we have to go through, we are going to bring out the Micro Blend Challenge to all. Now, mind you, this is a very, very good. It's actually a little lighter than the Network Grade 773. We'll do some side-by-sides later on the day to show you. And this is a very, very hard product to go against. Extremely hard. Matter of fact, it may have the capability to match several products in one hit at $17.03 a quart. Now, have we done the test? Actually, twice. We've done it already. We're the ones who bought it. Anytime we buy something, we're the ones who always start that trend. Network Grade 773, we started it. So now we have the new one called the Micro Blend. We call it the Amazon Micro Blend Challenge. Color of it is called Slip Silver. Now, they refuse to do these challenges. Again, just go out and buy yourself some Micro Blend. Or, like I said, if you want something better than the Micro Blend, you buy the 2.0. Oh, our ceiling, I forgot about that. I want to do some snowflakes. Let's see what we got here. I love being to fire up the ceiling. It is freaking cool. Let me bring it back a little bit here. Let's see my whole display. Oh, I forgot we did have that whole fireworks display going up there. Let's do 3D 4K snow screensavers. Should we get snowflakes instead? I wonder if it's gonna bring it. We should bring it up. Oh, it bounced me completely out. All right, wild man. I see you flying through the house at 100 miles an hour. YouTube. Three snowflakes, screensaver. It's not what I asked for. Oh, there it is right there. As I said before, our demonstrations are unmatched. You will not find anyone on YouTube displaying this. Floor is also a projection screen also too, 160 inches. 180 to the ceiling, 160 to the floor, 150 to the wall. I want to do, let me see, while we're in here on the 150, let's do a wraparound aquarium. Tropical 4K fish. Tropical 4K fish.
Getting that from
Let's see, I'm going with this one for the ceiling. And for this one, I want to do, this is a nice one here. Let me see what this one is. Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do a wraparound setup. So that light pushing off. That's how much light is cascading off my ceiling and hitting the screen at the same time. This is what you call real ambient light projection technology. Even better, watch this one right here. These are the pictures that we have. I had someone ask us the pictures that we have on display, are they real? 8K desired nature. Oh, we got this switch mode effect. I looked on for a minute. I want to see this real quick. This is a crazy display right here. See how if the thing goes black, then it goes back to white, and it goes back to black. That is a crazy display. Yeah, I like that one. 8K desired nature. Let's get her back over here. And let's come over here. There we go. We can actually display the same images we have in our pictures. Taco, get it under control. 8K desired nature.
getting that from YouTube.
Now, the reason why we use this particular one over and over again, because this particular one, the first time we saw it, it was done in a really dark environment on an ultra short throw projector. And the person who was doing it was claiming that their product was pulling a 100% contrast level. If you're going to be doing a contrast demonstration, you want to make sure that you are in a fully lit environment when you do it. And the reason why is because contrast is going to fade out the fastest in fully lit environments. That's going to be the biggest problem. But how people cheat on a contrast demonstration, They will have it in an ambient light controlled environment or a dark environment. Says, look, I'm picking up this contrast level. No, you're not picking up contrast. You're actually picking up different shades of gray. Depending how dark the screen is, depending on if it's black, you're picking up contrast. But depending how dark the shade of gray is, that's how dark of the black level you're going to be to somewhat pick up. If the environment is ambient light controlled, if the environment is dark, then the chances of you picking up a much better contrast level improves. But if the environment is well lit, then that means those odds start to drop, which means it makes it difficult in order for you to maintain. This is why when we watch demonstrations, we always see these demonstrations. Number one, ultra short throws are sitting right up on top of the screen at 100 inches due to the fact there's a shorter distance throw and it's less of a lumen count they're going to lose if they're using it in a fully lit environment. We know all this stuff already. I watch certifieds do this trick all day long. My environment there is super bright. All right, we're going to wrap it up here because we're good to go. And next demonstration, well, I got to be upstairs. I got to paint in a 235.1 screen to the wall. Finally going to get that one done because all our orders are out. Everybody's taken care of. Just got a few loose orders here and there that have to be wrapped up and they're finished. That's basically about it. What do we got going on for the ceiling right now? That's there. I want to do a visual effect screensaver. I'm doing this one for the ceiling. Oh, I should have did the other one instead. Definitely should have did the other one instead. Now, keep in mind, under 2.0 technology, still, we have no one yet to match the screen to test demonstrations yet. Man, that was an uphill battle right there for that one, was it not? But anyway, moving on. We're going to be doing the Amazon Micro Blend Challenge. Now, like I said, this is we buy products from time to time, we put against our screens, to show off exactly how amazing the screens are. And one of the things we ran into is this stuff called Microblend by Amazon. $17 and $3 a quart. And we're putting that up as a challenge. Now, we know the black screens will be to dominate that with no problem whatsoever. That's what they're designed to do. But let's see how this goes against gray mix versus gray formula. Now, we call ours a formula because our product is tested, where others are just not tested. And again, don't pay a lot of money for something that's not ambient light rejection technology. I love this setup. This is pretty cool. This guy being underneath of a UFO. All right. If I can find the remote control to the main screen over here, today we're going to be doing some demonstrations of that one too. On real ambient light rejection technology. My setup in here, once we find the remote control, basically is on a 600 by 800 res 720p projector. Everything we run down here is 720p. All right, still fires up. But anyway, and that setup I love the most because the projector is so low. 600 by 800 720p SVGA. And this projector is $150 ViewSonic projector. I sit 19 feet away from my screen. My screen's 127 inches, customized 1610, and it literally sits in a bay of windows. We can pull up in there with no problem whatsoever. All right, with this being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration, just showing you how to get more from your money and better technology at the end of the day. Do not get caught up in smoke and mirrors. Do not get caught up in untested products. Have to go. Thank you all, and God bless.